If you're easily upset or prone to getting pissed off, maybe you should click off of this video right now, because what you're about to see is going to send your blood pressure through the roof. But then again, maybe we need our blood pressure sent through the roof so we can shake off this apathy and indifference that we see all around us every single day through this C virus pandemic. This is from news.com.au. I'm going to show you the video, and I may make a couple comments, but as you'll see, comments really aren't necessary because we're going to spend most of our time with our jaws hanging open. A Sydney mom has choked up as she recalled the moment her screaming son was wrenched from her arms at an anti-lockdown protest. A Sydney mom who was arrested at a rally as her screaming son was wrenched from her arms by police, we're going to see that in a second, has lashed out at what she claimed was the officer's disgusting actions, and I will have to agree. I'm just going to put my opinions out there first. Cosmetic nurse Renee Altercritty, 36, was arrested on Saturday outside the New South Wales Parliament in Sydney's CBD during an anti-C virus lockdown protest. She was taken to Surrey Hills Police Station where she was fined $1,000 for failing to comply with directions relating to C-19 social distancing restrictions. This whole thing is going to remind you of the Stanley Milgram experiment. You remember that experiment where they brought people in and set people down at a desk where on the other side of the partition was a person who was supposed to be answering questions, and if they got the questions wrong, then the person who was the volunteer was supposed to deliver an electric shock up to and including the fatal shock, and over 65% of the people actually delivered that fatal 480 volt, I think it was, shock to the person on the other side of the barrier who was screaming out in pain. But they continued to deliver the shocks because a guy in a lab coat who represented the authorities told him to do it. This is exactly what it reminds me of. Police have said the protest, which attracted about 40 people, was not authorized. You can't do. Can you imagine that? A human being saying, no. Oh, you got to protest? No, we say you can't do that. Who do you think you are again? Was not authorized. Social distancing was not taking place, and those in attendance were asked to disperse. A struggle ensued with the mother, police said, as she resisted arrest. Yes, she was resisting being kidnapped, and she didn't want to be caged, and she didn't want her 4-year-old kid to be traumatized. On Sunday night, Ms. Altercritty was interviewed online by members of a group that is opposed to this technology that I can't mention or you get your video taken down. A number of conspiracy theories have emerged linking the spread of C virus to this technology, theories that have been regularly debunked. During the interview, Ms. Altercritty teared up as she recalled the events of Saturday afternoon, including the moment her distressed 4-year-old son was taken from her arms as she was forced into the back of a police van. Let's just go ahead and take a look at that right now.
My son's with me. I am not under arrest.
By the way, her sign says, if you don't know your rights, you don't have any. Magna Carta.
Why is she under arrest? You need to get. Why is she under arrest? Can you grab Victor? Can you grab Victor, please? Immediately. Why is she under arrest? Come on. Why is she under arrest? Why is she under arrest? Why?
Watch the clowns in uniform. It's like they're a bunch of zombies just going through the motions as this kid's crying, wailing, as they're initiating force on and trying to kidnap his mom. I think at this point they're trying to call the dad over so that he can get involved in the situation because it's a protest, so there's probably different groups of protesters, so they've been separated somehow.
I'm passing that to her.
How many cops? There's like 5, 6, 7 cops around this woman trying to take her in.
Why?
She's got a baby! She's got a baby! You ain't touched the baby! Leave her alone! Leave her alone! What are you proving? What are you proving?
Look at these cops. There's probably 8, 9 cops. But how conscience-seared do you have to be to listen to this child scream as they're trying to take his mom away when she hasn't harmed, threatened to harm, or stolen anybody's stuff? This is crazy. No crime has been committed except the crime of not social distancing like the experts tell you should do. I'll tell you one thing, there is no good cop standing on that street corner, because if you're not actively committing the crime, you're an accomplice to it. This is a crime in progress right here. Don't let the uniforms, badges, guns, and the authority of the state fool you.
Got it, everybody! They've got a woman with a child! Got it, everybody! This is everybody! They've got a woman!
She's not done anything wrong. She's not done anything wrong.
Come on, be reasonable!
Come on! Let her go! She's done nothing wrong. Hold your boy! What has she done?
Look what you're doing, man!
What has she done? What has she done?
When injustice becomes law, resistance becomes duty.
Calm down, calm down.
You are done. What offense has she done?
What has she done? Look, she hasn't done anything.
He needs to be with his mother.
Come on.
I'll just stay back. What you're witnessing is a gang of street thugs ganging up on a woman. And if this was anybody else, not wearing uniforms, badges, guns, coming with the authority of the state, people would gather around and pummel these guys. But because they're the authoritized, nobody does anything. We've been completely desensitized to thinking this is okay because, hey, they're just trying to protect society. They're trying to make sure that social distancing is enforced, and so this is legitimate somehow. God, look at that. They got the kid right here. He's kicking and screaming. He wants his mom, and this is horrific, guys.
Please, you'll feel safer with me. Can I just have the kid?
The kid is not going to feel safer with
Give the kid to somebody, please. Just give it to somebody.
Look, we can't just give it to any random
Look
people.
what
Okay?
this represents to the child.
we can't give the child to just anybody, the cop says. Yeah, because we got to make sure that we continue to terrorize him while we're taking his mom away.
Yes, you'll be coming back with us.
This is what you signed up for? Guys.
Guys, what this is terrorist activity. They are terrorizing this family. They're terrorizing the mom. They're certainly terrorizing the child. And how can you have a conscience and continue to hear this child scream for his mom and then continue your immoral actions? I'm just going to leave it right here, guys. Leave your thoughts about this for the world, the Google Thought Police, and everybody who engaged in this immoral activity in the comment section below. Please share this far and wide. Enough is truly enough. I'll see you guys in the next heavily censored shadow ban video.